Today we're making ribs. Clean the grates and I put a piece of tin foil down. Close the lid. Come down to our panel. Push the I for I want to run. Hit food and it's going to go through the cycle. Owner's manual, it says that you want to have about a two finger gap. What I like to do is completely remove it. Don't accidentally forget a bag of pellets in the bed of your truck when it's going to rain, like I did, because it doesn't work too well. Take it from me. So 150 is where the fan will kick off and the Green Mountain will attempt to hold that temperature. I want the chamber to be 225. I'm going to try 240 for now. I'm going to use the rest of this shed Rack Attack rib rub. Some of this rub some heat. Bone sucking sauce. A little bit of the Squeal hog rub. And a little bit of Traeger's pork and poultry apple honey rub. When I wrap the ribs later, I'm going to use this cherry apple habanero rib glaze from Cosmo. I'm going to remove this thin layer of silver skin from the rib so that it looks like this. You get to the fat underneath exposed, and then more smoke can penetrate from the bottom. And when it cooks, this skin, it gets dried out and really tough. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel under it with a knife, just like this, and you're going to go along the bone, and you're going to peel up the skin until you get your finger under there and dig it up, pull it up. Then what you're going to do, when you have a nice piece, you're going to grab it with a paper towel and just drag along the rack of ribs. Get a little squirt of mustard, and that's enough. Get it all over the rib, the sides, everything. Just like that. I would recommend using some gloves. I don't have any. And start by applying a thin layer of the shed rib rack attack, a little bit of the bone sucking sauce, a little bit of heat, I don't really want these ribs to be too hot, but we'll put some on the back side. A little bit of Cowtown, the Squeal hog rub. Ooh, a little heavy there. It's alright. And a little bit of the apple honey from Traeger. So we started on the back. We're going to flip these over. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the top. And I'm not going to use the heat on the top. Okay. Bone sucking sauce. Okay. No heat. A little bit of the Cowtown Squeal, hog Squeal. This is great on pulled pork. Okay. And now we're going to hit it with the Traeger. And I'm going to hit it pretty heavy on the top. Throw the ribs on. I'm not going to open it up for at least another hour. Throw these right in the middle here. You squish them together. Because I'm just going to mix up a little bit of a mop, I guess you could say. What I normally put in a spray bottle to put on these ribs. And it's only one rack, so we don't have to use a lot. Just gonna use some apple cider vinegar. A little bit, just enough. Maybe, what is that? 1/4 cup. And then a few, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons of the Traeger apple honey. Over an hour. Looks like we're hovering around maybe 235, 240-ish. Let's see what these ribs look like. Alright. Nice and dried up, how they should be. So what we're going to do is take our mop we made and just brush it on. We're going to make the outsides of these ribs wet. And this is what's going to help us get our color. Normally you would do this with a spray bottle, but like I said, mine is broken, so this method is fine too. Just mop it on, just like that. 2 hours. Ribs are looking nice and dry again. Finish up this mop. If I can find it here. There it is. Okay. Looks like we'll give it about another half hour cook time. Alright, it's been a half an hour. Yeah, see, that dried right up. So, I'm going to pull these. We got nice color. Let's see. 2 sheets of tin foil here. I'm going to take some light brown sugar. Spread it about the length of the rib. Okay, just like that. A little bit more of the seasoning, using the apple here. And then a little bit of the cherry apple habanero rib glaze. So now, come over here to our ribs. I'm just gonna check them for temperature. And the thin part, looking about 140, 140-ish, 145. Try to get in between the bones. Yeah, 138. That's good for me. I usually go by color, not by temp exactly. So now we're going to take our ribs, just drop them on top, and you're going to go through here and just pull all these dark spots off the back of the bone. These dark spots is blood that comes out of the bone. So you just want to, if it'll come off, pull it off. And then repeat the process on the back. A little bit here. More of the seasoning. And more of the cherry apple habanero rib glaze. Oop. Got a little heavy, but that's alright. It's all gonna pool up anyway. So now we're gonna wrap these up and get them back on the grill. Back on the grill we go. Probably about an hour now, maybe a little bit longer ago. Wrapped up playing with the dog. We're just gonna pop open this foil. Try to grab a temperature. That's pretty good. These I'm gonna guess are about 190 something, 198 maybe. Let's see. 197, 200, 202. 202. You know what? I'm gonna pull these. This is the final product. Nice color there. Nice pull back on the bones. Tender and soft, but not too tender. Some nice pull back on both sides. What I'm gonna do now, take some more of that cherry apple habanero rib glaze. Glaze these ribs. Brush it on. Now let this sauce tack up. Cut these puppies up. Some nice smoke ring in there. Can't really tell a little bit with the light, but nice and pink. And that, people, is how you make ribs. It's that simple. Hey guys, before I forget, hope you liked the rib video. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel and drop a comment. What do you want me to cook next time? What do you want to learn how to cook? Let me know what you want me to do. Drop a comment down below.